my YouTube friends, it's Richard, founder of Short Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost. Today's video are additional lessons learned from the most challenging guest experience I've ever had on Airbnb, and you can watch the videos that I've made in the past. There's 2 of them up here. But here are the things that I learned after I've thought about it. 1, this was a 60-day rental. As a side note, the reason that this was so many days was because this listing was in New York City, and New York City, boo, requires 30-day minimums. So, at a minimum, I'm gonna rent for 30 days. This individual wanted to stay for 60. I went with it. If I had to do it all over again, I would limit the number of days that any one guest could come and stay at my place, because I'd have to assume that something bad would happen and the entire amount of money might be withheld. A second lesson that I learned is, man, what I decided to do was take my listing off of the Airbnb platform. That's what I threatened, and by the way, 100% I would do it. So what's the lesson there? Diversify. Make sure you're not beholden to any one platform. If I took my listing off Airbnb, I better be on VRBO or Booking.com or something else if I want to continue to rent short term. So do not put all your eggs in one basket, and for every one of your listings, at least be on 2 platforms or more. Makes sense, right? Now here's one that's kind of interesting. A lot of people in the community are really big fans of rental arbitrage. In the back of my mind, when I threatened Airbnb and said I will take my listing off Airbnb forever, I had a beautiful thing in my back pocket, which was the fact that I'm an owner of this property. So I could also rent it long term or sell it. But if I had signed a lease for say 12 months, and let's say 11 months remained on that lease, and I threatened Airbnb to take it off their platform, oh my, what am I gonna do now? I can't sell it, I don't own it. I can't rent it long term, I can't rent it out for 12 months because I don't have 12 months left on my lease. So all of a sudden, I would be making payments every single month to the landlord for something that I couldn't monetize. That sounds like a lot of risk. So I was really, really happy. As always, I'm a huge believer in owning real estate for the equity, that I owned the real estate and that I wasn't involved in rental arbitrage. That would have been a disaster in this case. So please go ahead and let me know in the comments below what else you think you've learned from listening to this little mini series about the worst guest experience I've ever had. What would you have done differently? What lessons have you learned? Again, 20,000 subscribers, tens of thousands more people watching. If everybody leaves their best idea, we all grow. I'm just one guy, one brain, so help a brother out. Anyway, I hope you really liked this video. If you did, please give it the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, now's the time. Let's do it, my friends. Be well.